Hello, my name is James Sederberg. I'm a CPA here at Elevation Tax, and I wanted to thank you for choosing us to prepare your tax returns this year. I want to spend the next few minutes going over our individual tax organizer. The purpose of this organizer is to not only help us organize all of your personal tax information, but it's also to help you organize your information and tax documents on your end. This will allow us to prepare your return in the most efficient and timely manner. This first page is the introduction page, as you see here. And this will let you know what you need to send back to us after you have completed the organizer. So use this checklist on this page to make sure you have attached all proper documentation before sending. If you have already sent us something in the past, such as a prior return, obviously you do not need to resend that, as we will already have that as part of your records. The first page will ask you to complete your basic information, such as your full name, social security number, date of birth, full address, and you will also need to complete the same for your spouse if you're married. Here you are provided the opportunity to fill out your bank account information if you want a refund directly deposited into your account. Towards the bottom of the page is where you'll complete information regarding your driver's license, dependents if you have any, and then finally if you've made any estimated tax payments, you'll need to complete that information here. The next two pages, pages 2 and 3, are going to cover income and deductions that you may be able to claim, or deductions you may be able to claim, and income you're required to report. You may also be asked to attach a copy of certain tax documents depending on the income type or deduction. So in the center right here are hyperlinks that will allow you to see an example of what each form looks like, so that will help you know what you need to attach. This top portion here is where you'll find the income information. So please read each line item and mark yes or no. If you marked yes, be sure to write the number of tax forms you received in this field located here on the right. So for example, if you had W-2 income, mark yes, and then enter the amount that the total number of W-2s that you received. So if you received a total of 3 W-2s, you would just write 3 in this field. So the bottom of page 2 and the rest of page 3 is where you'll find the deductions that you may be eligible to claim. So much like the income section, read through each line item, mark yes or no, and if you marked yes, provide the amount or details as prompted. For some deduction items, such as medical expenses, you'll be asked to complete a worksheet that would be found later in the organizer. So page 4 is the beginning of these worksheets. The worksheets will continue all the way to the end of the organizer. There's not that many. There's just a handful left on the next page. But before completing each worksheet, make sure you read these bullet points before each section. These points will give an indication on whether or not you qualify for a certain deduction. It will also make you aware of any payments that are not considered deductible that relate to this expense item. And information will also be given on whether any supporting documentation should be sent to us. So for example, like charitable contributions, you should have received some sort of acknowledgement from the charitable organization, and you'll just want to send us a copy of that along with your other tax documents. The final page of the organizer contains the child care provider information worksheet, the refundable tax credit questionnaire, and the notes comment section. So as a paid preparer, we are required to ask these questions on an annual basis if you qualify for some special credits. But please answer these questions even if you're not sure if you qualify. And we also understand that the organizer is not an all-inclusive. It's not all-inclusive, and there may be some items that are pertinent to your tax situation that is not asked about in the organizer. So this is a section where you can record those situations, amounts, or other figures. So again, once the organizer has been completed, be sure to review your entries for accuracy, as we will be using this information and figures to complete your tax return. If everything is accurate, please submit to us your organizer, your prior return. Again, as I addressed earlier, if you haven't done it already, you'll need to send it. a copy of all tax documents that you indicated you received from page 2 and 3 of the organizer, as well as any additional documentation requested from the worksheets you completed. Feel free to either fax or email all those documentation to us. Thank you.